We are back, man. We are live. This is supposed to be working now. Hey, thanks for joining me here. This is going to be a couple of different presentations in a series, actually, and I'm going to create some shorter snippets so I don't, go on too long. Just want to get you some insights here real quick, and I'll be sharing my screen here today. And this is exciting because the ability to do this with this tool is really, really easy. So if you have any questions, just fire them off in the comment section here. But this is going to be about lead flow framework. This is a framework that really, you probably are familiar with, but some of you may not be, right? This is all about creating an information framework that works for you and your business. But what I'm about to show you is something that actually will work for probably 98% of businesses, and it's very powerful. And I'm focusing on Facebook today, so you'll get to take a look. So let's, without further ado, let's dive in here, and here we go. So, well, that would be the wrong button. Here we go. So I have a worksheet here. This is actually developed in a little charting program. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over here, and hopefully you can see my my mouse hovering over. It's pretty self-explanatory, this here, but this is what I call a predictable lead flow engine. And as I said, I'm going to take you through this in different steps. So I won't share all with you here today. And then in the final video, in the final presentation, I'm going to give you a link so you can download this thing. And here's where this is a little bit counterintuitive to what you may have seen and heard before in the space. So the idea of traffic is not new. The idea of conversions is not new. The idea of a funnel is not new, right? I mean, you go to any marketing course or advertising course, it's going to be talk about, affordable targeted traffic to some kind of a funnel that converts. And it's going to have the ability to do several things along the customer journey and the path to sales and engagement through nurturing, et cetera. And that's really what you're seeing here, the traffic, something that brings you to a cheat sheet, a tool tip, a checklist, a guide of sorts, the traditional PDF download, right? And you get that confirmed with a thank you page, and so forth. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually reverse this. So the counterintuitive part is where we're going to start with the end in mind. So now I'm sort of making the assumption here that you're fairly new to this. If you have an established business, you may be well entrenched in your marketplace. You know what you're selling. You know what your demographics are, technographics, psychographics, hobbies, interests, all of that, right? But this is a fresh reminder, so I urge you to stick with me here, no matter what. So what we do here is, instead of thinking about, okay, where should we get our traffic from? Let's start with something really different. What do you want to sell? So we start with the end in mind. Notice I put that up here in red, start with the end in mind over here. So rather than looking at this from front to back, we start with the back end. And I'm not going to get into average order values and get math going here in terms of what it should look like for a profitable funnel for you. This is really a top level view into the items that you need in place for a scalable funnel. So what you do is you ask this question: what is it that you're really trying to sell, right? So here I put down physical products. Maybe you're wanting to schedule office visits, appointments, right? Lawyers, plastic surgeons, local businesses, professional services. Maybe you're selling a training course. Maybe this is a consulting session that you're, a paid one that you're trying to get in to the funnel. Private consulting, workshops, seminars, etc. So you start here with the end in mind, right? And then you go forward. Okay, what is it that you would offer them as a thank you? Sure, you can do a thank you, just plain and simple. Watch your email for more information. But this is where you have an opportunity to offer something of value that is in line with this particular product, something related. And I put that here, you might want to consider offering a related offer, testing a low-cost offer. Low-cost offer here, I put $20. And this could cover your ad costs, right? So this becomes very scalable, and you're free to test this, obviously. Now, here's where some go a little hog wild out the gate. If they don't have anything, they throw something in here that's totally unrelated. Well, you don't want that, right? Something that is complementary and something that really, they can buy, or potentially a freebie, right? But that they also find valuable, so that the next time they think of you, they remember that you provided value. And value, of course, is a forehead slapper, right? In our day and age, you want to provide value at every turn. And here, as I mentioned, something that's friction free. We want perhaps just the name and an email here, and a button. Headline, subhead, 3-4 bullets, maybe a static image of what they're about to receive, and a button. And then, of course, you want copyright, privacy policy, all the compliance things on the page. But a really simple page here that's unique, useful, helpful, and quick to grasp, right? That's what I put here, that they can use and implement immediately. And here I'm not talking about a 50-page ebook guide, right? Again, you need to make sure that you're matching this to your demographic. What is it that they really want? If you're selling airplane parts, or you're in the B2B area where there's an annual research paper, you don't want to put that out and have that be a 2-pager, right? So this could be a heavy researched paper, 50, 60 pages with really very graphical and illustrative, et cetera, et cetera. That's unique, right? But I want you to think of this more as a helpful utility, and even just an 8-10 page PDF that you can put together very simply from Word. It may be something you've recorded that you have somebody transcribe for you and put it into a document and PDF it with a nice cover sheet, right? So that's what you should do here. Now, the targeted traffic, of course, you want the inbound traffic, but you want to structure that traffic based on knowledge of your marketplace. So if you're in a B2B environment, it may be more likely to use an SEO strategy along with a LinkedIn advertising strategy and organic and paid posts, right? But for Facebook, we want you to get data in fast. And so I recommend here that you start your budget at least $50 a day. You hear this $5, $10 thing out there. Yeah, if you want to start there, fine. Yeah, I'm not going to chase you down for that. The truth is, you want to go fast on this. You don't want to spend time and money guessing if things are going to work. There's a lot of technical discussions around this, the budgets. It ties into audience sizes as well. Obviously, the level of targeting here is going to matter. But as a general rule, if you can spend 3 to 4 to 5 days with a budget of $5 to $100 a day, then you're going to have some data fast that you can take action on. And so I'm going to make this video short, as I mentioned, before I continue with the rest of this presentation, which I'll do either tomorrow or the next day on the weekend here. But I want you to think about this. Start with the end in mind. What is it that you're trying to sell? What is the dollar value of that? The thank you page. Is there just simply a thank you plus a freebie, maybe a video where you'd give some further instruction, or you're actually trying to upsell something here as an opportunity for covering your costs? What is that easy, fast, free deal here? Figure that out. And then the traffic, we're focusing on Facebook, as I said, it's a great way to get targeting going and get data into your machine so that you can decide on what to do. Now, I put over here nurturing. Obviously, you want to capture a name and email, as I said. You can build out further nurturing through email marketing automation. Also hop on over to Facebook Messenger, for example, to get further engagement there. A lot of opportunities here to kind of get this main core funnel going. But the main sort of takeaway today is, what is it that you really want to sell? Over there on the end in mind concept, right? So that's really it for today. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this. I kind of love these lives. I'm going to do more of these unscripted as heck, as you can hear. But I'm very excited about this because it's a lot of opportunity here for you, and I love to share this. And of course, if you want more information, you can go to chaosmap.com, which is that URL that you see there. And without further ado, I'm going to close this out. Hope you take a little bit of action on this, get some thought into this, and start building out some strategies. And then we'll cover the rest in the next video. Okay? Have a good one. Later.